Hey, so keep that door shut if you can.
Keep the door closed.
Okay. All right. Well, we figured it out. Igor figured it out. He found it. He found the fuse. Where was the fuse at? Where was it?
Right there. Under the steering wheel.
Under the steering wheel? One of those?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, I don't know. I just fucking wrote something in there, you know. Probably go to 800 now? Who knows? Probably not. Oh, Igor found it. Igor found the fuse. So now we are going to start doing some fucking polls. Just reviewing some shit. Wow. Go ahead, Igor.
But
I mean, that's fucking. Who's lays on it?
over what?
Power and boost. That's the same fucking curve.
It's not good or bad.
I mean, it's just what it is. It's good in that. I wish it was torque and boost.
Is that torque and boost?
That's power and boost. Horsepower and boost. I wish it was torque and boost. Alright, move this over here to 9,000 RPM. Put this here at different window. Okay. All right. Let's do a poll.
35. So,
Say what?
how much was
This is at 55 right now. Well, it's backing off actually because we're going over with what I have set for the boost target. So I'm gonna crank that boost target up and then we'll do some polls.
it? 35.
35? Is that what you said? 35. Enter. Let's do it. Whatever you want, Igor. It's your car. Let's do it. Let's make all the boost happen. Igor said 35 pounds, so we're just doing that. It was a fuse. We missed it. It was one of the fuses that's down below the column on the left. So Igor went down there, he found it, and lo and behold, we're back in business. So my question is, what is cam timing going to be on the exhaust on the top end? I'm curious where that's going to end up going, maximize our horsepower output. Now, those that were here for the EJ 207 version 10 tune saw that changing the exhaust cam timing from 0 to 30 degrees made a difference of like 2 horsepower at redline. So it had practically no effect. And I've said that multiple times before, that the exhaust cam has little effect on power. But that's mostly when they're that freaking small. When the cams get bigger, the exhaust cam has more effect. All right, I'm gonna flash some higher boosts, and then we're gonna fucking hit it and see what we get. I'm gonna be a potty mouth as always. Better increase my boost scale on the graph here. So this engine's got fire locks, 14 mil head studs, closed deck, billet crank, 75 mil, plus 2 rods. It's about 9 to 1 compression, I think is what we want, right? I think goes right around 9 to 1 compression. We'll find out, Anton. We'll find out. He did the coil plug swap on it and everything. So I'm just gonna flash this change with lots of boost. All right, she's live. It's connected to ECU. How you doing, Mr. Igor?
I'm good.
Are you excited?
Hopefully it'll blow up.
Hopefully it doesn't blow up. That's right. Igor's funny because between he and I, we're both not extremely animated compared to like a lot of people. So like when people are like, "Hey, you guys having a good time?" Igor and I are like, "Yep." We're just like, "Yep, it's cool. Things are good." I still want to put this on an Mtron. Still want to go standalone with it. Haltech? Why Haltech? What? The Mtron's got way more features than Haltech. I mean, I can do both, whatever. Say what?
Scan it. Scan it.
The car?
Yeah.
Not yet. Wait for the post start to clear. Hold on just a second here. Alright, here it goes. And that boost. I think ABCS wasn't active. I didn't look at it. No boost, not ABCS. That was crazy. Let's try this again. What the fuck is going on?
Blow up there and go look.
They blew a pipe off? Check the blow off valve line. Check the blow off valve line. There's no boost. It's at 0. What the hell? But then one thing, it's another. He's like, technical difficulty. Apparently, intercooler piping didn't get bolted on all the way. Something. Oh, Igor. Sometimes people get really excited for their tune. Don't remember everything. Like, where'd all the boost go?
Okay, hold on.
We're good. We're good. I still have battery left in the phone. That was, just so everyone knows, that was 110 horsepower at 5,700 RPM. So the 2.3 liter on 0 psi with the turbocharger restriction in the exhaust does not make a lot of horsepower.
I don't want to interrupt. Thing made massive power.
What?
Thing made massive power 99 and 109.
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's per cylinder.
Yep.
Even then, that's low.
Yeah, even though it's not. Still better than an A car. 2.5i. Think about that.
On this dyno, yeah, maybe. Not much better.
No. On Mo's car, where do you want the header? The bum? Like factory location?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Either two doesn't matter?
Yeah, we don't have much choice in the matter.
Yeah.
Whichever fits.
Do you want 2 and 4 or do you want the 3?
It don't matter. The trim's global.
Yeah.
You know, trim's global, so whatever fits easiest.
Alright.
You know,
Fucking
the headers are too big. The loop time's too long. They're too big.
2.4 it is because that's the bottom one and I don't have to do it. I only have to take the skid plate out. Like, who's the risk?
Drill a hole and put it on it. Make sure it's level or higher.
Blow a coupler?
Yeah, at no boost. I think it just fell off.
That guy. It is nice that me and Tanner are like, there's a car on the dyno.
Oh, it's not screaming loud?
In any way, shape, or
Oh,
form.
because yeah.
No honking, no nothing.
Right.
Straight.
Because he put it in, not you.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
touch it. I don't know.
So you guys might remember Mo's car. It was a red 15 that was a SEMA car, some place called Miko Motorsports or some shit like that. Did the fucking worst twin charging job you've ever seen in the world on it. Made him all these promises of what was going to happen, and none of it occurred. He paid like 30 grand for everything being wrong. Like every part of the build was done incorrectly. It was just a complete fucking mess. Sway bars were even upside down. That's how bad it was. The turbo kit was the most unequal length kit I've ever seen. One primary was this long to the freaking to the collector, and the other one was this long to the collector, and it was like a hard 90. You had a wastegate that was sticking up somewhere in the hood scoop area for no fucking reason. They put the wrong size head gaskets on it. The cams were timed incorrectly. The porting was not very good. They did the supercharger incorrectly. It didn't even fucking work. They put the sensors in the wrong spots. The map sensor was on the wrong side of the supercharger, so it always sensed supercharger vacuum and never saw manifold pressure. You fucking name it, man. Everything that could be done wrong was wrong. The only thing they didn't do was plumb coolant into the fuel system. Like, it's only they didn't fuck up. And I've seen that. That's why I bring that up, because I've seen that. But yeah, they had everything wrong in that build. It was heartbreaking, really, because here this guy thinks this shop's going to be amazing, gives them all their fucking money, and these guys promise them all this stuff, and then they get to where they just bolt it all together and there's wires connected, and they just push them and go, yeah, I just need to tune now, bud. Dude, they even broke the injectors when they installed them. The rail distance was wrong, and it snapped the fronts of all 4 fucking injectors, right? ID 2000s. The fuel system was done incorrectly. There wasn't enough fuel flow. They told me you'd get 1,000 wheel horsepower out of it. It had factory diameter ARP 2000 head studs on it. What else? Fuck, I don't remember. It was just really, really bad. What? So anyways, we took the car. Yeah, you feel pump. Did you disconnect something while you were in there?
Nope.
I was fucking with him. Anyway, so we took it apart, fixed all the things that were wrong with it. I think we just put stronger head studs in it. I don't think we bored him out any of those, so he was still on factory diameter, but I think we went to 625s or something like that. Told him that power goal is obviously not attainable with this bottom end. and fix the cam timing, put our head gaskets in it, you know, all that stuff, and built a twin scroll kit for it, put an 8374 on it, took off the charger because it wasn't working. Actually, I got the charger to work, and then I did some testing on it, and at like 26 pounds of boost, I mean like 350 wheel horsepower or something like really bad. And then I look into the supercharger more, and I find out that the intercooler, this post supercharger, has like this much, you know, space for airflow through it. It's a huge restriction, and so it's just pumping hard. Yeah, I was just losing tons of crankshaft horsepower to the blower and having these huge restrictions, and it just didn't fucking work. So I've since engineered a new system that I know would work, but it's expensive and it's hard to get people to want to buy that kind of stuff. So I haven't done one. But anyways, ended up selling the car, and it's here now. So we're doing some stuff to it that we never really got a chance to finish on it for the new owner and stuff. So
What are you talking about?
it was a fuse. If Igor does a haul tech, we're doing a fucking Nexus 5R. Yeah, man, did you see that thread on Facebook I linked for you? Yeah, as you saw, it said annual PSA, right? Annual public service announcement, and EJ257 is not an upgrade under your 255 heads. It's a very common misconception for some reason. People go, oh, I'll get the STI bottom end. That'll be better. And it's not. It's the same rod, same crankshaft, same block, different pistons. And then the same construction pistons, they just have a different size dish on them to meet up with the D25 versus B25, D25, B25 head, right? So it is, yeah. Well, tell that dude he's a fucking idiot. A tune can compensate for the compression. Yes. Yeah, you could lower timing and that kind of shit on it. Sure. But, like, why? It's already 8.5 to 1. Now you're going to bump it to 9 to 1. For what reason? It's not ethanol only? It's not ethanol only? Then fucking go for it. But if you're running pump gas on that shit, and it's mostly stock 06, you're not going to get benefits out of that. That's going to be miserable. It's going to knock more. You'll get better gas mileage cruising. That's it. Tires go flat on the dyno sometimes. Let's roll these bitches out. Too many active parameters. Fuck you. I'm at 68%, and it says too many active parameters being logged. Like, if 68% is too much, then make it 100%, not 68. What the fuck? Alright, cams are active. Boost is hooked up. We're in fourth gear. Let's see what happens. Six what?
Misfire?
I think I boost kept. So we'll find out in a second. There was a slight misfire there in 2 spots. 650? 650 is alright. I can put up with that for now. It's a good starting point. Wastegate duty. What we got? Full pressure. Let's see. Ooh, that was 35 pounds boost. No timing though, of course. That makes some noise. Let's see. Oh, sorry guys. Didn't realize the phone had fallen down. Okay, let's see. So we had a couple misfires at the high boost. Now in this case, we might need to tighten the gap some. I mean, it's 36 pounds right there, so. 658. All right, I like 658. I'll show you guys in a second. Let me get that other stuff pulled up. I'll look at the other parameters. look at that AFR. You think I've been there already? First clean pull until the end. There was one misfire in the middle, and it's a 64-66. This smidge on the rich side actually for ethanol in this range here. Smidge rich. No, Anton, I'm not overlaying your graph. Unless you're just trying to see cam profile or something. Obviously a totally different turbo. 8374, it's going to be up here somewhere. Versus 6466, up here somewhere. Smidge rich, like I said. I can lean that out a little bit and help with that misfire. And I know I hit boost cut because I think I had the set point at something lower than that. Let's see. Timing was what? At 9 degrees at 5,000 RPM and 18 at 77. Oh, no. I got a big learning trend right now, though, down low. That's probably injectors being difference in the. It's crazy. We hit that much boost, Igor, on that spring at such a low duty cycle. We're hitting 30. Oh, that's the last pull I closed to an accident. Oops.
By one, about 6 grand.
Let me open this old log up. Watch everyone barf. Like, why don't you use Megalog Viewer? Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's see. Whiskey duty cycle. Went up to 63% at red line so far. Well, not red line, but when the cut happened. That ain't bad, dude. 63%, hit 36 pounds of boost or whatever it is. 38 pounds of boost for 61%. That means that we're still breathing pretty good. The back pressure isn't too high. I mean, it's a, what was it, 18-pound spring? 17.5-pound spring. And we're hitting 40 with 60%. That means our back pressure is still relatively low. So that's good news. We can keep going for sure on that. We might need to tighten the gap, but I'm going to lean it out a tiny bit. And sure, I'll throw some timing in it too. Yeah, I'll throw some timing in it too, but I'm going to take some fuel out of it. And
Still has playing the fuel pump.
I mean, it seems to. I mean, it's going richer towards redline. So I just got to get the boost cut raised. Because that is, yeah, we went over that, that's for sure. And what raise this? Oh, we'll put it like 45 or something. We're not going to be relying on a fucking boost cut. That's just not going to be the case. So there's really no point in having that for us. And we had a target 35, but it went all the way to 39. And it was going to 60%, and I gave it up to 65. So we'll give it some more, like so. And then we'll pull a tiny bit of fuel out of it. I know. I mean, it's falling off a little bit there. You see a little bit of fall. Or it's leveling out. Yeah, it's not climbing too much, it's leveling out. But we can mess with stuff. We'll mess with cam timing and all that and see what we get. Or whatever, don't care about that. Let's see. Control Shift F. You want the flash? Yes, I do. Life begins at 40. Yeah. That's not far from the truth, man. and not even the PSI way. But that's not far from the truth at all. So, oh, that's boost pressure. That's not power. Let's see what power looks like. Still up there. It's that was dumb. I thought that was power. There's power. There's that pop. There's that one pop. And that's where we lost it. Lost the cylinder there. So I'll lean it out, see if that cleans up. If not, then we'll tighten the gap on the plugs a little bit.
I would make over 7. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see why not. Ouch! Keep it off position. Had to be in the low 20s, high teens to take for. Oh, you mean for gap? I'm still at factory gap right now. Yeah, we're still at the factory gap. But that was 38, 39 pounds right there. So we'll see if leaning out 2 points helps or not. I didn't change timing or anything else. I just leaned it out a smidge, and actually I added boost. That might have been a mistake. Adding boost, knowing this was not that clean yet. We'll see. If this fires again, then we'll take the next corrective action as required. Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know what it's rated for. You know, they don't always tell you that the pounds per minute of the turbo. They go, oh, it's good for 950 wheel horsepower, and you're like, okay, what does that mean? Because that's, you know, varies so much. What's the drivetrain loss on that wheel horsepower? You know, does that turbocharger feel otherwise about? It's like, oh, well, we're an all-wheel drive car, so I'm going to give you a little extra. Yeah, I know. And it's not that they probably even fucking have them, honestly. They're kind of douchebags about it. Precision doesn't release compressor maps. I know. Like, it makes me wonder, honestly, like if they even have the technology to do it. I just feel like they didn't have the technology to freaking make a compressor map. That's why they don't do it. The dude's doing wind tunnel work where he's fucking standing there trying to think of aero geometry, and he's like, hey, go faster. Driving down the freeway, puts hand out the window. Okay. This cup shape, yeah, right here. I feel good resistance. Let's make our blades that cup shape. That's their fucking precision engineering right there. They're like, oh, yep, good resistance. That's a new compressor shape right there. There we go. Perfect. It's fucking. They go by the dollar store. They see little pinwheels on the thing. They're like, ooh, that's a good. I like that. That pinwheel is very effective. I'm gonna reverse engineer that pinwheel and make that a fucking compressor. Get back there. Fuck those guys. I remember they made a factory location Subaru turbo when I was at Turn-In Concepts, and we were like supposed to test fit it and everything. We couldn't even get the fucking thing in the car. It was made so poorly, like it wouldn't even bolt in. We had to grind away the bell housing of the engine to get their factory location turbo to fit. Like it was just. Like, did you guys do any research? Did you do anything? Like, why'd I have to grind the freaking bell housing off my engine to get this turbo that you guys made, the stock location to fit? Like, it was just. And then we're like, yeah, we're not doing that. They're like, why not? Like, because, like, well, you
you have some modification. Like, that ain't the one. Like, yeah, sure. Different turbos require some modification, but that ain't the one. 84 RS will walk over the 6466. I don't know. Thought we had one. Oh yeah, we got one in the GTR. So we'll see how the GR does. What I gotta do. It's hot as fuck in here. And Igor's an AC guy. Like, he does HVAC for a living. He doesn't even have fucking an HVAC in his car. He regrets it though. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Alright. Should give this fire? Probably, right? Oh, it's more sharp. Nope. Not too bad. I mean, it's too much, but there's only 2 major blips. Igor's not on Discord. Igor's not on Discord. He doesn't do that. He doesn't like me.
What?
I said you don't like me. That's why you're not on my Discord.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I didn't know what Discord is, right? 666. Uh-oh.
Anyways, no gaps.
Yeah, we'll knock him down some.
Really?
I'm not cool. Yeah, I'm gonna circulate some oil for a second before I shut down.
I don't think I've seen a car try and come that high up.
Oh, really? Yeah, we've had some climbing more than that.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've had them fun. I've backed off because they've gone too far. Okay, let's look at this log here. Let's see what we got. Hey, there's no knock. Surprise, surprise. Ethanol. That's why people lift their fucking heads all the time on ethanol, because no knock. All right, so our second pull yields our second mostly clean pull. 666. The boost was higher. It did hit about 40 something. Let me see where we're at. 40, right on the nose. 40. Late in the pull, actually. It's interesting. It didn't actually climb to 40 right away because I had the wastegate duty cycle limited in the mid-range and letting it breathe better on the top end. And that's not a bad technique for keeping heads on. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I like to keep heads on. Timing is about 18 at red line. Well, the red line I went to was only 75. I let out, I think 75, I think full 75 yet, 73. I let out because of the misfire. So 17.5 degrees is what it says here. That's not exactly conservative.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Because it's hot.
Oh yeah.
Or get the fan. Get the other fan and stick it right on top and blow it on the engine.
I mean, it's gonna cool down.
It helps a lot. Put it right on the side you're working on. Yeah, so 70.5 at 75 is what it is for timing. And we'll look at the horsepower real quick. Yeah, he's got a 2.3, that's correct. It's about 9 to 1 conversion. 2.3. Let me move the old graph off of here and show you this one. Alright. So you can see where she broke up. Right there. 1 pop, the other 3 pops. Right there. Yeah, you got my cams. So 656, okay, I read that wrong. So this one right there. I don't know if you heard my discussion earlier, Anton, where I talked about my concern, or not, with the fact that I kept the lift relatively lowish in regards to large cams. I kept it at 10.8 instead of going to like 11.5 or something, because I wanted to make sure that we had enough room to use all the ABCS that we possibly could. And to help trade off with that, I chose a really fast ramp rate, and then I let the valve sit at a longer time up in the high, 10 range than even some bigger cams do, hoping that that's enough to help improve the breathing. Now this car has a very, very light hand porting on it. It doesn't have a very heavily ported head, and that was the other concern, is how much is that porting or lack of porting going to hurt the power output on this car. So I don't know yet. I honestly don't know. And we don't have a pull to $8,000 yet, obviously because we're breaking up a smidge. But you see the horsepower is slightly climbing, starting to level out a bit. Inner radius on the exhaust ports, yeah, right. They just do a 90-degree turn. It's all good. Yeah, I think those other heads could be somewhat saved with some time working on that really tight radius right there, but yeah, I don't think there is any time. If I recall correctly, it drops pretty hard if I do that. I have actually ABCS is going. I think I don't have it zero until 7,000. Intake zeroing. Here's 3 at 68, and essentially 0 after that. These things will fucking read a degree or two when you're supposed to get 0. So exhaust is at 20, 21. So the load is high, and that's the reason the timing dropped so much, is because the load went over my set point before that I did in the time map that I did earlier when you guys were watching. Fuel pump is good. Fuel pump differential, 46 pounds all the way till I let off. Where did I let off? Right here. So 46 psi through the whole pull, all the way into 40 pounds of boost territory. It's a little high right here where the fuel pump kicks on. It gets up to 50 for a smidge, and that's it. And then it parks up 46 through the rest of the pull. Can't bitch about that. Oh, no, there's a 50 right here too. Oh, that is in the pull right there. That's in the pull. So, yeah. Fuel pump, it's got plenty of fuel pump. It's working good. 55. 55. I've got 20 something. Let's see. 55. 26. 26 of 55. That being said, I can run more on this thing because it's, so laggy and everything. And the peak I have, I think, is 35 degrees on it. It says 34 on this lot, 35 on the left hand there showing. Yeah, 35 is the highest target on the ABCS. I don't have exhaust gas back pressure on this, so trying to modulate overlap when you don't know the back pressure is far more difficult. You got to just go by experimentation. Like with your car, we had back pressure so we could see when the exhaust got a lot higher than the intake and then adjust cam timing immediately at that point. I don't have that option here. This thing's still gonna rip. What? Sure. Come on, camera. Turn around. There we go. We're gonna knock these plugs down.
Yeah, two are struck down.
Igor's sweating his balls off out there. Got him gap down to 22. One of them, I got actually got like 21 on accident, but you know, whatever. How much juice is battery in this phone has left? What are we at? 39, okay. Mechanical max limit on ABCS, I think is 45. I think is mechanical max limit. I'm not after 6K. It's past 1-to-1 EMAP, yeah, for sure. He used to have a surge tank. I don't recall what he has right now. I know he's got 2 pumps. I think he's got 2 in-tank 450s or 525s from the old Walbro. And it's a radium hanger. Gotta gap them plugs. This phone is not to turn around. There we go. So apparently there's 3 cameras on this phone. And if I hit this button, it goes to this camera. If I hit it again, it goes to that one, which I didn't know what it did. But now I know. And then I hit it again, and it goes back to me. So all these times I'm like, why won't this fucking thing switch? It's because it's actually going to the third one. So Igor's gapping his plugs, and I'm standing by. The last pull was 656, cutting off early at 7,300. Power starting to level off up there. So that makes me wonder about the whole heads not being ported. If what else could be causing it to max out there. Or if it's just timing not being aggressive enough up top or what. I think Travis has called me on many occasions. How much timing should I run up here? And I'm like, fuck, I don't know, man. Go till the head's lift and back it off 2 degrees. It's maybe. I mean, like I said, stock ports are stock ports, right? There's only so much you can do. These are just lightly cleaned up ports, he said. So not even fucking ported, just lightly cleaned up. You're good, yeah, man. So, I mean, it could be lots of things. Never heard of limit of cam before. That seems weird. Cam doesn't limit anything. It just opens the door. How big that door is depends on the ports. You know, it opens it for longer or shorter. But if I got a much larger port, the same cam can flow a lot more horsepower. So is it a cam limit? Well, no. Could I hold it open for longer and get more air through there? Sure. Yeah, put a bigger cam in it. Or can I make the door bigger? Make the hallway in front of the door bigger? Absolutely, get more porting. So I don't know if cam limit is exactly the right term. I mean, realistically, if you think about drivetrain loss is usually about 25% on these cars. So if this turbo is capable of 900 at the crank, that would put us at 675 wheel with the turbo fully maxed out. The boost is still climbing, so it's not fully maxed out. But it's up there.
Here's most car. On the two lower runners, so it'd be 4 and 3. And both 11 and 7, steady and idle. Idle's perfect, doesn't fall in like tap it, doesn't die. And no sessions like that.
Yeah, and I got a target here.
What'd you lose? All right. Let's do this again. Win. All right, so what is the boost reading limit on a Cobb 4-bar? 4-bar times atmospheric minus where we're at now gives me a boost reading limit of 44.9 psi at our current altitude or elevation. Yeah, elevation. Sorry, the pilot in me makes me say altitude, so I'm like a dummy.
Okay, I hope I don't have to do it again today.
Yeah, right? Hopefully not.
I mean, if it's breaking up at 20, that's a problem. Right?
Yep.
Did anyone steal the stream?
More people, actually. 15.
Hello, people.
Hello, people, Igor says.
Are you flashing?
I did that already. I think I flashed already. I don't think I did. I should do it again. I made a map for it. I think I flashed it. Let me, I'm just adjusting some stuff. Yeah, you're right. I should probably flash this map.
I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah, you need it. You're all sweaty, Igor. Grody. Oh my god. Let's see, 5.2. Have to adjust the load there. Let's make this 2.25. Oh, that's the wrong one. Motherfucker.
Okay, Mitsubishi guys, I understand. Your car is easier to bugs. I agree.
Yeah. It's no evil, that's for sure.
But not impossible. Still not that bad. I think LS will take us just as long.
Oh, yeah. It took you longer doing your Corvette than it was to do those for sure. For cereal.
Should I do a sprinkler?
It wouldn't hurt.
Good.
I'm going to do a flash first, though.
Well, let it cool down, right?
Sure. It's probably cool already. The fan blowing on continuously. All right, I'm gonna do a flash real quick. I don't want to do that like I was changing plugs because you know what happened earlier. I don't know what the fuck caused that, but just wanted to leave it off just in case. Don't want to blow another fuse for some reason. I missed any comments while I was looking at the other car, the red car. Which pump? I said that right. Whiskey duty is linear. It's pretty flat. Yeah. I have it going up to like 60%. It's pretty flat up there.
Oh, come here. Did you see my water to air intercooler?
Your what?
Water to air intercooler? Come look. It's a new design. No, go look on the bumper. Go to the bumper. Go look at the intercooler.
What do you mean, intercooler?
I did a water to air, yeah, system. You like that? You like that?
You're really cool on the brake 700, huh?
Oh, it'll break 600 unless something doesn't work. Right? But it's not like losing the entire cylinder. It just breaks up and goes again, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's just dropping spark. Spark's getting blown out. Too much boost in. That's boosting the AFR. You know, you get a lot of air fuel in that mixture, or in that cylinder. You get a really dense mixture of air and fuel, especially when you get ethanol, right? There's a lot more fuel in there. Air and fuel don't conduct. So if they don't conduct, it takes more energy to jump the gap between the 2 points. You got to ionize the molecules between those 2 points to jump the gap. So if you can't add more energy, you got to reduce the gap. It's acting like it's got AC on it, doesn't it?
What?
So it's acting like it has AC on it, doesn't it?
Oh, noisy. AC guy has no AC.
So the mechanics cars don't run. Restriction wiring's never good. Let's see.
Tuners cars are not tuned.
Tuner cars is not tuned, yeah. I didn't even fucking put my car on the dyno. Skate duty. Now we're ramping up on the duty. We're ramping up the duty from 56 to 70. From 55 to 73. So we're near the end of that turbo.
What?
We're near the end of the turbo.
Really?
Yeah, with the back pressure screaming up like that. It's either the turbo or the ports.
I thought you said we still have plenty to go.
I mean, we did fucking 20 pounds of boost to go. What's that tip in? Is that lean? What's going on there? That's really good. Except that 1 RPM is a little funky.
What's the IATs?
Oh. 82. Oh, I dropped trash control.
Really?
I've got thrown trash control, damn it.
I lost the hole.
Oh, man. All right, let's try it again. All of a sudden, bloop, 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 bloop on the dash. God dang it. Let's see.
Stop coming so early? Why?
Say what?
Why did it stop coming in so early?
It's all about how you load it on the dyno. That's why I changed it a little bit, load it a little better.
Hose?
That was a hose, yeah. That fucking flew the fuck off.
I watched the pipe come right off the throttle. You just shoot up,
I saw it.
pushed it back on, do another pull. It's time probably.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You should have had a camera on this end.
You should. My view of it.
And the pipe just goes. Shoo.
Yeah, I mean, hit the hood.
What?
Hit the hood. I
I
saw
know, I
it
was watching. I was like, this is gonna be the money pull. Watch the engine. Better a pipe than a rod, though.
It's so sketchy, like being back there watching you come off.
That was a car climb the rollers. That was on its way to be a good fucking pull.
Just get a strap, dude.
And then we'll weld straps on there permanently. I was talking about that in the video. The problem with ETS intercooler is it's not attached to anything.
What?
At the beginning of the video, I was mentioning how ETS intercooler isn't attached to anything.
Yeah.
So the couplers have to do all the job of holding the pipes in place and sealing.
Well,
And that's
now
often stupid.
Now we have a strap that we're going to put on the intercooler pipe and the intake manifold.
Perfect. That'd be perfect. That'll work great.
I was looking for big zip ties for that.
Yeah, we used them all the last time at the drag
But a
strip.
tie is a way better idea. It's actually a little tie knot. I said it and they were laughing at me in the back, and I was like, I'm serious.
Well, 657 by 6,000 RPM this time.
Well, what's more impressive than that is
35 pounds of boost by 47.
yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah, I got a little timing right there.
Yeah, you're breaking 500 horsepower at 4,500 RPM.
Let's see what torque is right there. I'm getting all these. Yeah, 40 pounds of boost by 5,000 RPM. Might be a little aggressive. Double check AFR. AFR is good. I'll share this. So there's boost. 4,500, 34 pounds by 45. 40 pounds by 53. Air fuels, mid 11s. Torque. Wow, look at that. That's fucking neat. $510 foot-pounds of torque at 4,200. It's 590, 595-ish by 5,400 RPM. Horsepower. Everything. Bling. They gonna work?
Yeah, we did a last strap, retaining, boost retaining strap.
That's what we did on my car to get that run the quarter. Yeah, go on the other side of it.
I think it'll be fine with these clamps.
I think you were right doing it here. Do it from here
Yeah, it was.
to here. Put one clamp on that guy, the AC bracket, and or put them both to the AC bracket. Then just pull it around like that. There you go.
Hold on, stop.
It's all mixed
I
up.
think we need it though. You'll be fine with these people.
Might as well play safe.
There you go. Perfect.
Go right here. Right here.
Let's go to the next one. There you go. That works too.
Maybe.
Where to, Igor? Oh, Igor's fucking ratcheting. Or is socket. What do you think's gonna hold it?
It has these things.
Honestly, see this. Hang it down.
Don't fall on that too much.
They want.
Just a little bit.
Trying on the IAT sensor now.
Okay, fine.
Just a little bit. All right, we're good.
What if you're
Perfect. That's how you retain straps. Or intercooler pipes right there.
Leave it.
And then, yeah, right, drive around like that. And then, yeah, and then we'll have Lane make a strap to the bottom and weld it to the.
They can make a tab right here.
Where the stock mount is.
Right, you do one for that one.
Off-road picnic strap on it.
Do like a metal here.
It was yours? How do you take that?
It's good for now. What's that check engine light for? I must have missed it. Oh, they unplugged the fucking sensor. That's what it was. The air temp sensor. Yeah, I had the key on. Disconnect temporarily. It's plugged in. I had the key on when they unplugged it, I think. Troubleshooting. Read codes. Probably. Idle control?
And you got butter too.
Idle control RPM higher than expected?
Oh, we had a boost leak and your thing flew out.
Oh, sure, and it sat there for a while. Yeah.
Teeth flew out for boost.
Oh, that came off too? Okay. Makes sense. Perfect.
What do you got with the power flow again? Do you need to have it?
Say what?
Your power flow again. Do you need to have it or not?
Oh, it's not hooked up right now?
It's hooked up, but it'll qualify out here.
Well, it only came off because that pipe went flying around and yanked it off. I think. We'll see. Is the zip tie back on it? Okay. Oh, I can't go to Sport Sharp. Reset ECU. Successfully reset. Save this real quick. Calibrate throttle. Rev a freshly started engine. That's a pro tip right there. Only the real good guys do that. Alright. What do you guys want to watch? Watch the engine? Watch the car? Why don't you show the car from the front? Oh, I meant the car.
On the car?
Yeah. Like in or out, either way. sounds like that calling.
So it was good.
So we're at 40. Wastegate duty cycle is 70% from 6 to 7,500. And boost is starting to just taper off a little bit.
So 40 is the most he wants.
No, that's the same where it was at.
40. You want to crank up timing and stuff? Or not yet?
No, I think timing's already kind of aggressive actually. I might need to pull some off of it.
Really?
Yeah. I want to pull some off and see if power drops. I'd rather pull off, see power drops, and add and see if power also drops. Is that boost right there? Okay, boost is just leveling off. Power starting to drop some. Okay, let's see.
We fixed our cutting issue.
Yeah, it seemed to pull clean. So that's good. I'm gonna do a big change of timing.
Big?
Yeah, up top, drop off 3.5,
What is it now? Like 9, 10?
17.
Or something.
Well, at that spot there again. So I'm gonna pull some off of it and see how much of an effect it has on power. Because I want to see if you know what a spark hook test is. Spark hook test is basically you're trying to throw an MBTS on a car. And you're somewhere on that curve at all times, right?
Yeah.
So am I up here on the top of the curve or on the side of the curve? I don't know because I haven't changed the timing yet. But I kind of feel like that at 40 pounds, 17 is a lot of timing up there. So without experimenting, I don't know, right? Without adding timing, see if it's going up, or pulling timing, see if it's going down, and how much it's going down. So I'd rather pull a degree and a half and see if power drops a lot. If power drops like 40 horse or more to a degree and a half, then I know that we're still on the steep side of the curve. If power only drops 10, then I know we're at the flat side of the curve. If it drops a lot, and I confirm we're on the steep side, then I'll feel more comfortable in adding another degree up top to try and bump the power up. But without knowing where you're on that MBT curve, I don't want the plus key to be the way to find out whether I'm high or low on it. I'd rather be the minus key.
But it wasn't pissed off, wasn't knocking on okay?
No.
The AFRs are good?
Everything was good. Yeah. Everything was good, just power started to fall off a little bit.
That sucks.
And timing was increasing. 16 and a half degrees, 17 right when I went off. So, I mean, not a ton, but it still was only 1,700 RPM as well. It wasn't like that was an 8K timing, you know. And the car set back down the rollers. It felt like go and fall back down the rollers, so the torque was dropping. So I was like, well, if torque's dropping that much, might as well just stop and keep working on it. Still rich and close there.
Misfire?
Yeah, it's misfiring. I want to get this damn thing to connect so I can grab the cylinder is. Or if it's all working. Went away.
Low battery.
I believe it. Alright, sports shark. Lock the diff. Turn off the traction control. Make the e-brakes off. Oh, I got so rich too. That's actually going to be in the VE map, which is real time, so I got to reflash for that. That's up here. So it's crazy how flat the VE curve is through most of the power range. So from 6 and up, at the highest.
For two people, for 4 horsepower? More weight.
What?
More weight.
They're too rich. It's still too much fuel pump.
What's that?
Still too much. It's rich. I was worried the fuel pump would not be enough. Yeah, it's plenty.
So I got one. You got 2 525s, right?
Yep, on the controller and it's seriously plenty. And injectors plenty too, yeah?
So far.
I like the safety strap. You need more liquid.
That fast?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you were dumping it out of there. Oops.
Is it helping at all?
Sounds like a stock car.
This exhaust is pretty quiet.
The phone's about to die then.
If my phone dies, I'm sorry. I don't have a, you have a, no, you don't have Android, huh? Your iPhone only.
Yeah, you got an Android charger
In my car.
in your car?
See if I have one.
Okay, I can plug it in here.
Is it the oval looking one?
Let me see. It's this one.
Yeah, I should have one.
I did not expand the range of this SD map like a dummy. Should have done that earlier. Been off the end of it.
You good?
Hot.
Hot. Gotta keep stuff nice and cool.
I get the car cool.
Yeah.
I don't get the same luxury.
Stand near if possible. It's hot like this.
Yeah.
Here, plug it in right here. Unplug that thing. There's a thing, unplug it.
That's okay. Is there another one?
No, just unplug mine.
What are you talking? This is just a USB cable.
Oh, that doesn't work. You need the whole thing. Do you have the whole adapter, power adapter?
What, USB doesn't work?
No, because it's not a factory serial.
Oh.
We need the whole
Power adapter?
Yeah.
Oh, my BMW has one.
I'll go grab it.
The key is
There, on the left. Left. No? Is it in my pocket? Oh, I got it. It's open.
You just scared in the back? Kevin.
I'm all done with Richard's car, so whenever you want it.
Kevin.
I don't
Is it
even
loud?
know what's going on with it.
Yeah, it's loud and hot.
Yes.
And I'm sketchy back there.
Did you get it where the hose flew off?
I don't know. I mean, I know it is. I just don't know what for. I don't remember what we're doing.
Got the whole charger.
Cool.
Cool.
Well, you guys all things. You take that cord out of there now.
There you go. Ignition on. And I'll start trying to close this.
Hello. Yeah, that can't happen. No. It's on EC Tech? Yeah, no, can't do that. Unless you have like, yeah, I don't know who tuned it. I have to start from scratch. I can't use
What?
anybody else's tune.
I'm scared they won't make 7 at least. I'm worried they won't make 7. That'd be sad.
You're running out of turbo?
Yes.
You're running out of turbo?
Yeah, somehow the server makes
Yeah, by who?
900 wheel everyone else's place.
6, 7,
No, don't call me back.
8, some change, like
I'm really busy right now.
next.
Send me an email.
I think so. You got your water on.
Trash control. Word sharp. Manual. Still rich. Still rich on top. What do you think? Power didn't drop at all. I pulled a 1.5 power didn't drop at all.
How do you switch to a different camera with better resolution?
I don't know. There's a camera button in the bottom left. Dude, that's 2 different cameras that way.
So did not care about timing?
So if you look there, yeah, timing's exactly the same. I mean, power's exactly the same. So, kind of shit. Still rich though. So, I mean, that's way too rich right on top. So power's diving off. So we can fucking rich with it. So I need to get that spot isolated, clean it out. So it's not doing that. It's like Gonzo's nose right there. And actually looks like the temperature probe fell into something hot. So that might have actually messed up our reading a little bit. Let's see. Never mind. Same. That's fine. Yeah, it's power fall. Right when it gets really rich, power's gonna fall. So clean that out. And let's see. Yeah, so we're going to 106. Okay. Why is that 106? I'm probably slower than 99.
Everyone's complaining about video poor quality.
Oh, is it splotchy?
I have no idea. I have no idea how to use this stuff either.
Oh, I bet it's probably overheating. Probably overheating, so bandwidth.
The battery's low too.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's on Wi-Fi. It's on a strong Wi-Fi, but the temperature is getting high on the phone. I'm gonna turn the screen brightness down to lower the temperature some. It's 125 to 130 degrees inside this car right now, so the phones don't get a whole lot of a reprieve, especially with the case on it. I'll pull this case off. Ooh, fuck, that is hot. This case was got because there's a hotel next door. I can't tune at night because there's a hotel next door. I'm not that big of a dick. Feel how hot the phone is?
Oh yes. Oh god.
All right. So I gotta lower the V's more.
I'm gonna be so upset if it doesn't make 7 at least.
I mean, I can just keep hitting the plus key until something breaks.
Don't do that. Just somehow everyone makes freaking 800-900 wheel on the server.
Yeah, because they're all in dyno jets. They're not on fucking dyno dynamics. When that dude moves in next door with his dyno jet, we'll just fucking take your car over there and get you your fucking 800 wheel horsepower. It's super easy to do. And then you just go to Atco and go drag race on a track that fucking is basically downhill and below sea level the whole time. And you get your fast speed too. And everybody else is in fucking 2,000 feet elevation, right?
Yes.
So pretty much from 60, from 55 and up is rich. So the VE starts to fall off pretty hard up there, which means back pressure's going up pretty dramatically up there. That's a rich vegetation there, whatever that was.
Around $2,000?
Yeah,
Ah.
first time I caught it. Right there.
You got traction on?
Yeah, it's on. Maybe I'll bring down some.
Too lean?
Almost pretty flat. So it's still low on the rich side up here. 694 on the power there. How much is it falling by there? Let's take that. Maybe see if I can carry a little better. Move it out some.
And then drops like a rug.
Drops a little bit, yeah, right there. about, so from 66 to 75, that's about 45 horsepower drop right there. We bring that, boost is flat right there, so that's good. Back pressure's going up, there's basically 3 cycles climbing right there. And then air fuel, so we compare them. Peaks here, and going into the 10s. Oh, no, it's not quite 10, it's 11 right there. Not terrible. No knock indication, but none will be expected with ethanol.
A little bit of roughness in number one.
I guess there's one spot. One. You know, one number 3. That's gonna happen. That shit happens all the time. You see catches something. Let's see. Commanded. Take temp.
How mad are you gonna be if it makes 698?
Just plus or plus
Don't
one,
talk
one,
about
one
it.
plus.
Intake temp is hitting 115.
That's not too bad, right?
Not terrible.
No.
I mean, at this horsepower level, you know, like, but there's obviously some heating going on.
It's at 80 degrees, it's at 85 outside.
It's hot as fuck outside. Absolutely.
Or 90s.
55 and up, and pull a tiny bit of fuel.
Can we put more timing?
You just want me to hit plus key on the timing, don't you?
A little bit.
That's all you keep saying is more timing, more timing, more timing. More timing is not necessarily a volume knob, my friend.
There's a local tuner.
Sometimes.
There's a local tuner who says it's easy. Anyone can do it.
Oh, look at that, doing it too.
The phone is so hot, I can barely hold it.
Dude, the fucking car is so hot I can really sit in it. I mean, with all the nut sweat currently in your seats, you need to replace these things. I think your car's totaled now.
They look a good detail for the shampoo the seats.
So we're at 40, and our atmospheric was 13.9, so it's a 54 relative or absolute. So we're in there. Yeah, fix that learning. 21% learning over there.
I'm gonna need a glove soon to hold this phone. It's pissed off.
We have this big of a trend idle and pump. Where now must be on the low pulse adder. He wants to get a higher spot on the table where it's not pulling enough fuel. Okay.
What's the IDC?
At Redline?
Yeah,
I don't know anything with that.
like plenty.
I mean, the fuel's getting richer.
I'm not holding the phone. Sorry, people.
Is that what somebody asked?
No, I'm not holding. I'm asking, but I'm not holding the phone straight. There's people asking me if the car, are you gonna stop tuning the car gets too hot?
Oh, interior.
Yeah, you should look at the chat, yeah, and answer all the questions while it goes spray water everywhere. I'm gonna pour dump water on take manifold everywhere.
Okay. Well, don't get. Wait, wow, this is hot as fuck. Oh, last pull 6,
94.7. Let's see. Yeah. That's me, my face, honestly. 694.7. Air fuels, you see you're reaching up a little bit towards the end there, so I got to pull one V out of the top end. Keep reaching up so much. That's what I'm working on right now.
I should stop dropping.
What'd you do? Oh, Jesus. What intercooler is this? Is that ETS, right?
Yeah. The little one. It's a 3-inch, so the tiny one.
That's the small 3-inch one?
Yeah.
That explains the rise. That explains the rise a little bit. Sorry, I had the phone down. It was too hot. There we go. 3-inch ETS, red line build. Wanted to size up. Interesting to see. Yeah, but look at it. Wow, that's hot as fuck. I gotta put this down. While I do this.
I'm over it.
Does this have more?
Answer all the questions.
There was only 2 questions.
Oh.
Oh, and the one where he said, "Do you fucking stop tuning if it gets too hot?" Yeah, I do. It just depends on what it is. If I can't control temperatures anymore, then I'll stop. That's what it boils down to there.
You're not timing?
Yes, I'm gonna add timing.
Okay. Better break 7. If it's not breaking 7, I'm getting a hose, water hose, and spraying the whole engine down until it cools down. Then we're gonna
Pull the whole motor.
Yeah, 100 degrees,
go. Dropping.
109.
What are you talking about?
I
What?
Don't do that.
What?
It's an engine temperature.
That fucks everything up.
What are you talking about?
Not getting all cold fucks everything up.
Well, as soon as you start moving, it goes like 140.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to get it down as far as I can. Besides, shouldn't it adjust for that?
The car does.
Kinda.
So the car does.
Oh, you don't.
The dyno gets funky when that changes a bunch.
Ah.
Try and keep it steady.
Yeah, as soon as you start running it, it climbs pretty quick to about like high 130s. That's what it did last time too.
Sweat my freaking balls off here.
Why don't you go until not 8 or your stairs?
Power's dropping. I don't see a point in running that hard yet. Like if the power's dying off hard or the AFR is changing like it is, there's no point in running it higher, harder for no reason. You know, like it's not going to give us the result we want. So I let out of it until we get the result we want.
I still need to run it higher than 4th gear on a drag strip.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It doesn't change the tuning any. It doesn't change what I'm doing. You'll see that one actually read further than the last 2 calls because the air fuels were tracking better. Because the car didn't set itself back down the rollers aggressively, which tells me that it was carrying power better.
But if it starts backing off the rollers aggressively and sitting down, then what's the point? But it's ETS intercooler. And TIG works, I think. Turbo kit? Is that what it was? TIG works?
Yeah, Garrett's intercooler piping.
And then ETS intercooler with Garrett's adjusted intercooler piping. Which one did he do?
You did everything on the hot side.
Hot side? Gotcha.
And then a little bit of cold side, one pipe, because I had a freaking blow valve. And OETS side is steel, not aluminum. You can roll to it.
What hot side's on this turbo?
80 something.
80 something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not enough.
I mean, that increases back pressure, reduces top end horsepower potential.
I'm not putting a video. I'm not doing this turbo.
Flash successful. It's rare that a turbo hits its maximum potential on an 82. It's just a really good middle ground, with 82 with response and power on the top end. It's a good middle ground to get both. It's as close as you can get to the best of both worlds. But when you get up into the 40 psi range like we are right now, typically you want something that's like a 1.0 something.
Yeah, but I'm down with the turbo.
You're done with the turbo.
Yeah, I'm down with the stupid turbo kit and this turbo.
Let's do a low mount. Get it really close to the engine.
One now with the processor's intake.
Oh yeah, we're on stock intake level too, aren't we?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that definitely hurts a little bit too. That's actually this here is the highest power we've made on stock intake manifold this time.
Really?
Yeah, by like 100.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're still on stock intake manifold, and you just got the killer bee header.
Yeah.
Killer bee header and stock manifold. Yeah. Killer bee header's got relatively small primaries, which are great for response and everything. Two fuel pumps. I said that multiple times already. Good week asking. In fact, I think you've asked a couple times. I said it's a radium with two pumps in it. Radium hanger. With GTR fuel pump controllers. Yeah. So it's running 25% duty cycle at idle, and then it ramps up to 100, obviously, by the full boost and stuff. It's the GTR fuel pump controller works pretty good. And as you can tell by what I said earlier, the fuel pressure being steady, it's not dropping at all. So that's really good. Let me, I'm going to bring up your IDC, so tell you where they're at. Obviously, there's still more room because I got to keep bleeding it out. So we definitely have room on injectors and fuel pump. But let's just see where they're at anyways. I'm going to get rid of intake, half of an exhaust AVCS, because I don't need both of those anymore. Let's do one side instead. And bring them to reduce cycle, so I can save my logging space. Well, definitely a break 800 in 3 pulls, or 750. Okay, traction control off. Sport sharp. Manual diff. Lock these buckets in. Intake air temp 82. Coolant temp 185. Closed loop fuel control. Closed loop AVCS control. See where it's set on the ramp. We're gonna bounce back on the rollers and the horsepower dove.
What?
Yeah, something like that. I see where the horsepower dives really fast when the car comes back on the roller and it hits him. Still rich. Still rich. All right. So just like timing helps.
Nope.
Doesn't look like it. Let's see. Knock, of course. Timing. So I've got at 77. I'm at 19. Oh, injector duty cycle, 96%. We are at the end of injectors.
Why is it still in there?
I just saw Rich, you mean?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, with now the thing, we can crank up fuel
Uh,
pressure.
phone's turning off. Phone died from high temperature. Says phone will be turned off.
Update everything later.
Yeah. It said phone will be turned off for your safety. Yeah, they're 17s. Fuel pressure is rock steady. So,
We can crank it out if we need to.
yeah, I mean, we can. It's 46 pounds. I'm just saying, like, thanks, James. Like, if we're maxing 17s out on this turbo, like other people say, you know, what horsepower are they claiming they're getting at 100% fuel flow?
900 freaking
Right, yeah. And we're maxed out with a reasonable AFR at 700 wheel essentially on this. So that's to give you an idea of how different dynos are. There's a direct correlation to air fuel ratio